Why do we trust confident people, even when they are wrong? Have you ever noticed that the person who speaks with absolute certainty often sounds more believable than someone who says, "I'm not sure, but here's what I think," even when the confident person is totally wrong? Yeah, that's not a coincidence, and it's happening to you right now, probably multiple times a day. So, what's going on in your brain? Let's start with something called the confidence competence halo. Your brain is basically lazy. It takes shortcuts. And one of the biggest shortcuts it takes is this. It assumes that if someone sounds sure, they probably know what they're talking about. Think about the last time you watched someone give a presentation. The person who spoke clearly, made eye contact, didn't pause or say, You probably believed them more, right? Even if their actual information wasn't better than someone who was more hesitant. Here's a wild example. In medical settings, doctors who explain diagnoses with confidence get higher trust ratings from patients, even when those confident doctors are wrong. Studies have shown that a doctor who says, "You have acute bronchitis, and here's your treatment," gets believed more than a doctor who says, "I think you might have bronchitis, though it could be something else." Same doctor, same situation, different confidence level, different belief level. Now, why does your brain do this? Because confidence actually was correlated with competence for most of human history. If our ancestors met someone who seemed unsure of themselves, they thought, "This person doesn't know their stuff." But if someone walked in the cave confident, saying, "I know where the good hunting is," that person probably had done it before. Confidence was evidence of real experience, so your brain wired up this connection. Confident equals competent. And that wiring is still there. But here's the problem. Confidence is now completely detached from actual knowledge. Someone can be confident and completely wrong. In fact, research shows us something called the Dunning-Kruger effect. People who know the least about a topic are often the most confident about it. They're so ignorant, they don't even know what they don't know. Meanwhile, actual experts are more cautious because they understand how complex things really are. Think about social media. Who goes viral? The person who says, "Here's the one weird trick that changes everything," with absolute certainty. Not the expert who says, "This is complicated and here's what the current research suggests." But there's still a lot we don't know. The confident person spreads. The cautious person doesn't. There's another layer here too. It's called cognitive fluency. When information is presented smoothly and confidently, your brain processes it easily, and easy processing feels like truth. When something feels easy to understand, you think it must be true. So confident delivery doesn't just make you trust someone, it literally makes the information feel more true in your brain. Physically easier to process. But wait, there's one more thing that makes this even more interesting. We also trust confident people because of something called social proof. If everyone around the confident person seems to believe them, you start believing too. Because if multiple people trust this confident person, your brain thinks, well, maybe I'm missing something. I should probably trust them too. It's like a confidence amplifier. So here's what you actually do with this knowledge. From today on, get suspicious of certainty. Not paranoid, just aware. When someone speaks with absolute confidence, pause and ask yourself, what evidence do they actually have? Are they confident because they're expert, or are they confident because they're ignorant? And honestly, the people worth listening to are usually the ones who sound a little uncertain, because that uncertainty often comes from actually understanding how complex the world is. The next time someone tries to convince you of something, don't listen to how confident they sound. Listen to what they actually say. Ask them about what they don't know. Ask them about the counter-arguments. The real experts will welcome those questions. The confident fakers will get defensive. Your brain's shortcuts served us well for thousands of years. But in a world where anyone can sound confident about anything, you've got to upgrade that shortcut. Be skeptical of certainty. Trust complexity.